Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you the power of meme videos, the ones that work, how to create them, and so much more. Now, the reason that this is really important is in another lesson I talked to you about video content and why you need to consider having video content as part of your Instagram content strategy. So you're going to have still images and video content. And I also talked about the power of this particular kind of video content called meme videos. Now, the reason that I share these are really powerful is from our experience at Founder. The video with, the headline and the white background and then the actual content, that just for whatever reason just gets crap tons of engagement. So you want to be using them if you can. Now, if you don't use them, it's just a great way to provide value to your audience and a way to splice up video content and make it different and replicate it. So let's just jump in, guys. There's a few different tools that you can use to create them. We're not going to get into the exact tools because they're really easy to use. So we've left a reference below this video on the different kinds of tools you can use and you can check them out. But for us at Founder, what we do is we do a lot of video interviews. So because we do these interviews, we actually capture them, as many as we can, on video now. And with one video interview, you can turn it into like 20 different pieces of content, at least 3 to always, maybe even 10 meme videos you can get out of it. So what is a meme video? I'm going to pull it up here on the screen. You'll see here, you need a painkiller product. So this is one via Founder. We posted a couple of hours ago and it's got 14,000 views. It'll probably hit at least 50 to 100,000 views. Here's another one that we posted, the key to a great business partnership, 264 comments, reached almost 200,000 people, and it got 74,000 views. So you can see that these videos are extremely powerful, and I want to go in depth around why they're powerful. Now, I think when you think about your product or your service or anything that you're selling, if you want to provide valuable information, we now live in a day and age where attention is very scarce and it's getting more and more difficult to get attention from people. And I've read before that people receive over hundreds of different messages on the internet, on their day-to-day. So how do you capture someone's attention? Well, the way that you can do that is using these meme-style videos with the text and the white background and a clear headline. So the headline, think of it like a magazine. When you are in the supermarket and you see the list of magazines, what are the ones that get your attention? Usually there's something that is interesting, it opens up curiosity, there's shock and awe, or you just want to find out what the hell is this, or it's something controversial. So that's how you have to think about these meme videos, is it's all about the headline. It's all about the thumbnail. What is it that's going to capture somebody's attention while they're scrolling through the feed? So in the resources, we've also given you an incredible guide on 101 different headline fill in the blanks. This is truly legendary. If you use this particular guide, you'll be able to create crazy, awesome headlines every single time. And I want to analyze with you now here on the screen exactly why certain meme videos are doing well for us and why others aren't. So for us, I think a big key thing is the headline. When it comes to having a great headline, you've got to have curiosity, it's got to be specific, it's got to be relevant to the target audience you want to attract, it's got to be valuable or in some way, shape or form indicate that if you watch this video, you will get value. So this one, it did okay. For us, I believe a good performing meme video gets at least 300,000 plus views. This one in particular got 121,000 views. It got it reached 250,000 people. So this one, it was okay. The content was good. We know that a lot of people in our audience at Founder are working on a product, or they're scared to launch, or it's like might be their first time. So we asked the question, are you embarrassed by your product? It probably isn't the strongest headline and probably could do better. Another key thing to think about as well is every single one of our meme videos has what we call a hook. So at the start of it, it's got a little stinger or a little teaser in like 3 seconds. This is what you're going to learn. So that's one thing that we do. You don't have to do that, but it can be powerful. The tools that we mentioned below allow you to do that. Another thing that we do as well is we have the transcript. So when it comes to the transcript, that just means that when you look at Instagram videos, the sound isn't always on. You have to press to enable the sound. So what that means is people can still view that video and learn just while reading. So that's something else to make note of, and then we brand it up as well using @Founder. So this particular video was taken from a video interview I did with Greta a while ago. Here's another example, this one with Grant Cardone. This one actually performed quite well. It got, 6,600 saves, and it hit, over 250,000, 270,000 views. So this one performed much better. Now, why did it perform much better? I think the headline strikes much more curiosity. 4 million, why not 50 million? So we know that a lot of people in our community are interested in some form of financial freedom, that this strikes a very, a large amount of curiosity to people in our audience around like, well, a lot of people might think that $4 million is a lot of money. It is. Well, why not 50 million? Well, what does that actually mean? So that one actually did quite well. So this is an example of one that we didn't do well. So this one around launching your podcast the right way. The first thing that we did wrong with this one is we should have made it an IGTV. From now we've learned, and from our experience, we always just post IGTV meme videos because we've found that they get like generally 10 times more the views, like 5 to 10 times more engagement and views because it's a new feature. I talked to you guys about this on another lesson, why it's really important to use Instagram's new features always to get a lot of engagement. So this video, it's not that good. Why? Because there's actually, when you go through the video, it's actually not a meme video. The thumbnail doesn't stay there, but you see the thumbnail, launch your podcast off the right way. The headline isn't very strong. I think it's a niche particular topic. I don't think many people would be interested in launching a podcast as opposed to, something a little bit more broader when you think about our audience of entrepreneurship in general. And then, like I said, we've got the meme style with the white background, the text, but then it's not the headline. It doesn't stay throughout the video. And the actual video doesn't provide that much value on how to launch your podcast. So this is an example of what not to do as well. So as you can see here, we are starting to produce a lot of these meme videos, bootstrapping versus raising capital. This was an interesting one. I don't think it has that much curiosity. I'd like to go now and check out like Gary Vee as an example. So if you have a personal brand or you're producing a lot of content, I think meme videos are very, very relevant and extremely powerful to you. If you want to provide some sort of education or value, I'd highly recommend to do a meme video. Let's move to another account. I think Gary Vee, he's one of the masters of meme videos, and where he stole this idea from and actually conceptualized it into the kind of content education type, entrepreneurship space was a lot of people that created memes, like video memes, like funny stuff. They started off using this style, and then Gary Vee's kind of taken it, conceptualized it, and now a lot of content companies use it as well, or a lot of personal brands. But Gary truly is the master of this. You can see all the different ones that he uses, but yeah, he's very, very good. You can see like, why entrepreneurs are not risk takers. So he's pulled in an interview from that one. This one as an example from Gary Vee. People say this to me all the time and it's effing stupid, right? So like, isn't that interesting that like, I want to know what this is. What is it people say to him all the time, right? So this one I'm sure would have done really, really well compared to others. Also, another example of someone not in the entrepreneurship space is Joe Therapy. I showed you his account in another lesson where it's really smart. He does stretching videos. He has 1.3 million followers. He's someone in the founder community. He hasn't done the Instagram course, but super, super smart guy, where he uses the thumbnail and also he has a picture on the side, as you can see here on the screen, and he talks you through how to actually do the stretch, which solves an individual muscle. I think it's a genius way on how you can provide so much value, educate your audience, build trust, and just get people to build a relationship with you because you know who they are and you're providing them value. And you can quickly see if you're scrolling through the feed, okay, well, for me personally, I don't have very good posture. So like T-spine mobility might be a good one for me, especially because I'm always sitting at the desk. So yeah, this one's like a really, really good drill, as you can see as well. So I guess that's a good thing to take away. The fact that Gary looked at, what was happening with meme culture and looked at all these funny Instagram meme videos, and he took that and applied it to the business concept is something you can take away. Like if you see something happening that's crazy, that's like seems to be spreading in like the younger generation or the younger market in something that's not business that you're in or not fitness or whatever industry you're in, you can take that and apply it to your particular industry. So the action item for this lesson is go check out the tools that I recommended on how to create meme videos. There's tools how you can do it on your phone. There's tools that you can use from a service standpoint that can do it for you on like a web browser or whatever. And then once you've worked out your tool on how you're going to create these meme videos, or you can do them yourself, we've got tools in there that you can use to create them yourself, then go out and create at least 1 to 5 meme videos for the next few weeks of content. Like I said, this is one of these things where it takes a little bit of work, it takes a little bit of effort. It just depends where you're at on your journey, the size of your team, if you have a team, if you don't have a team, and how relevant this one is to you and your particular business and niche. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and I'll see you in the next one.